Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Another brand new day where when I turn 60, in a little over a year and some, I'm going to do the big name change thing, and I'm going to go with finally Senior Citizen. And then if I'm still alive 5 years after that, overly Senior Citizen. So a year and a couple of months, and it's going to be a big name change. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, greetings and welcome to a brand new day. Brand new day for me. I've been up since 5:30, but still it's Sunday morning as I record this, the something of August. It's Sunday, the 8th of August. Thumbs up for that. Yay. I have been doing things as best I can. Yesterday I walked to Walmart because I needed to get new shoes. I'm not thrilled with the new shoes. They're supposed to be wide so that my orthotics, I have to have orthotics in my shoes would fit. And I have wider feet because I have, wide feet. But when I put the orthotics in, they're just not quite wide enough. So I don't know if they're actually fitting properly, and if they're not, then it's both going to tear the shoe apart quickly, and they're already, cheap Walmart shoes, so. But hopefully it's not going to break the orthotic, because I'm never going to be able to get new ones. And these have to last me till I die, so hopefully they're not going to break. But I got new shoes, and one of the things is, it hurts on my right foot. But my right foot is insane in that fashion. I can go out just regular walkies in my hiking boots. I can have my hiking boots on so loose that inside, where my actual foot, not the, ankle, but this part, my foot is just loose and flopping inside of it. Up here, the hiking boot part that's grabbing onto my ankle and all that, well, not the actual ankle, just up to it, but it's gripping. Even that, I can put a finger in on this side and a finger in on this side. It is so loose. And 5 minutes into walking, my right foot is burning and telling me that everything is so tight that if I don't loosen things up, I'm going to lose my foot. But if I loosen it any further, I might as well just take it off and not wear it. So I get horrific pain signals out of that foot no matter what. So I don't know what to believe pain signal wise for my right foot when I'm walking. Yay. So part of the pain I'm having from my foot on that is I don't even know if it's real. But I got new shoes. And so I walked up to Walmart, walked back. Usually I don't walk that far these days because 6 miles round trip is just a little bit too much at one time. And the nerves in my back, which of course affects how my legs are going to feel for the rest of the day, weren't happy. I stopped walking to Walmart because I would walk to Walmart, and when I get back I would frequently have to go to bed afterward because my nerves just were so inflamed from all the muscle action that I couldn't sit up. I was having anxiety and just all sorts of horrific stuff. So 6 miles at a shot, not always good. The 4.5 miles at a shot that I do now is, I can do that no problems. But I went for the full 6 miles because I had to get up to Walmart. And I bought shoes and then I walked back. Things were kind of really close with my nerves, but I managed to keep things calm, and things calmed down in my back. So later on that night, I still had to go out and get something to eat and something to drink because I only get, I walk everywhere. I don't have a vehicle, so I can only carry a small amount of such, even with a backpack. So I just go out walkies and I grab a little bit of stuff and then I come back. So I went for another 4.5 mile walk last night. Glad I did. I mean, it's the real only exercise I get I mean, I exercise by living. You know, it's once again, I live up on the second floor of the place that we rent. I mean, we all do bedrooms upstairs, downstairs is living room and kitchen and all that. So if I have to go to the bathroom, or I want to grab something to eat, or I want to look outside, or I just want to get out of this area, there's stairs. And I've talked about this before, you know, stairs are dangerous. I mean, stairs really are. You have to be super careful with stairs, and if you have stairs in your house, that increases the chance of you dying, because they're that dangerous. But at the same time, if you have stairs in your house, and you don't have a horrific accident, it actually helps you live a little longer. The stressors on your cardiac system as you go up and down stairs is enough to beef up your system just enough that you live a little longer. So there's a little bit of exercise that way. Not a lot, just a little. But just basically I sit and I do things that way. So it's good to get up and do stuff. So that's basically what I want to do now, especially with my ADHD meds. I don't want to take a full walk up to Walmart. I just want to take, you know, like a 4.5 mile walkies first part of the day, and then have a walkies at the second half of the day. And that'll be good. So thumbs up for that. And here's a hoping. Now, while I was out walking, I did a whole bunch of thinking on a whole bunch of stuff. I'm probably going to spend the bulk of the rest of this time just yammering about the whole bone juice hurting world thing, which once again I need to come up with a name for the place. But because I like to just sink my teeth into a setting and then chew on it and see what I can come up with, I've been doing a lot of that and still am. And still working on things. I mean, I like to do little things like this. One of the characters' names, it is a dwarfen character. Yeah, I've referred to the character with two names, Scarback and Scarbat. I'm catching my throat today. I don't get often affected by pollen, but occasionally I do, so yay. But I've referred to the name as both Scarback and Scarbat, so what I figure, make that part of the game. There is, for not all the Dwarven people, but many of the Dwarven people, they use letters and sounds that a lot of other races just don't use, just like here on the planet, you know, with Germans who have the way back in the throat for sounds, and then there's the close to that for names like Ahmed and such, and there's a lot of clicking and such for a lot of Aboriginal languages, and like Australia. I think there were some African nations and languages that still use a lot of clicking sounds that a lot of other people don't. And so there's a lot of sounds that people can make that we just don't use commonly. And unfortunately, as time goes on, and as there's cultural acquisition of things and things homogenize, those harder to use sounds get dropped from common use. That's what's happening in the Dwarven language. People don't use this. It's like they call it like in like a sharp K sound, but it's more of a back of the throat G sound that comes up into a at the end. So you're kind of doing the whole and it's a hard to make sound, and even I have difficulties doing it, but that's the character's name. But it's hard to do, and even his Dwarven people where he comes from and the region, that's been phased out until it's used, you know, like in some traditional names. But because it's hard to say, in other languages, just like in English, when you're being taught German, you can learn Hochdeutsch, and ich is the word I, ich. Back of the throat kind of hissing sound, but dialect, which most people speak, is you just say ish because it's easier. Ish, I, ish. So the sound of that, it's technically correct, you know, call Scarbad or Scarback or Scarbag or Scarbath, and what's coming into more popularity and more use now is Scarbat. So you're not technically wrong to refer to this character by any of those 5 names, but answers most to Scarback, Scarbath, and now Scarbat. So, hey, it's kind of fun to chew on that sort of stuff. The other thing I've been chewing on is the actual use of the bone herding juice. Why would people drink this stuff? And so I worked on this one woman who runs the shop and her partner, business partner and life partner. They run the store, they make this stuff. They are, if they were in our world, kind of artsy, new agey types, except they're kind of right. Their thought on this was, in their lives, life is difficult, but it's not hard. Nobody in this area really has to farm. There's large farming groups, there's a market. If you need work, you can go out and work on the farms that are, corporate farms, and people, you don't really have to worry about struggling to eat. So there's work, and there's work everywhere. And even if you can't find work, the church will hire you. And even if you can't work physically, the church will still hire you because they still need things like filing and such like that. And even if you can't do that, the church will, while you tell them your stories, house you and feed you. And after you're done with your story, or if your story is just not done because you're young, they will permanently house you and feed you as payment for you having told your story. So life is difficult, but not hard. Survival only takes about 2 hours of work a day, and then the rest is yours. And sure, the frontier is 2 days of hard ride away on a messenger horse. But that's 2 days of hard ride, and all the way until you get to the frontier, there are these little outposts all within a day of wherever you are. And sure, you're far away. The capital is like 5 days hard ride, but it's only 5 days hard ride. So you're having to fight to live, but you don't have to fight to live. So you need a challenge in your life. And so for a self-imposed challenge, these two decided what they would do in their life, and then sort of self-help guru type in their shop, because they have to live too, is they sell the bone herding juice because that sets you a challenge. You set a challenge. Can you drink this stuff with the pain that it causes and push through it and become a better person because you are persevering through this? And so these people drink this for the challenge, the personal challenge to better yourself, a personal challenge to do something that a lot of people can't every single day. And so these people drink their bone herding juice. And part of the reason, because at one point in one of the stories, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this, but it explains why people do this and what's going on with them. They're having a supply chain problem, and they're a couple of hours behind, and people are getting really antsy. And one of the people that comes in is, friends with the shopkeeper, and talking about how it's for the first time in they don't know how many years they're moving without pain. They're gliding, they're doing things, nothing hurts, and oh my God, that's so claustrophobic. They don't like it. They don't like it. And of course, the problem with taking bone herding juice after it's worn off is, sure, you're used to it when you take the next dose if it hasn't worn off, but for the first 10 seconds, it can be a real kick in the head. After all, first 5 seconds, your body's just going, oh my God! And then from the 5 to 10 second mark, you're going, okay, I'm used to this. Yeah, okay. We got this. And then you're all right. I mean, you're still, as the shopkeeper tries to tell Scarbat and Scarback with the stuff that she drinks, especially that's even worse than the normal bone herding juice, that all she can do is speak of this stuff in very clinical terms, because even as she's speaking to them, she's in near indescribable agony. And it's freeing. She doesn't feel claustrophobic and tight anymore. So thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me individual comments up to 25. It's been a long time since I've had 25, so who knows? If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, all sorts of problems, I'm doing as best I can. I'm still getting better. One day I'm going to reach a functional limit, but we have Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Michael Herbst, thumbs up. Tekadon, greatly appreciated. Little Yushki, greatly appreciated. YZ, thumbs up. Teufel, I sure hope I have the name correct, thank you. Very annoying. We have the Alibaba tree, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. We have Michael Emini, thumbs up. Ryan Mulqueen, greatly appreciated. A&H Productions, thumbs up. Daniel Coates, thumbs up, and oh yeah, that's bad news. Poseidon, thumbs up. Curtis YZ, greatly appreciated. Sean Fitzpatrick, thumbs up and thank you. Simon Peters, greatly appreciated. Johnny K, thumbs up. We have Boop, greatly appreciated. Andy Cad, thumbs up, and that is it. Each and every one of you, I thank you so very much, because you get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you. Since my hands are in the air, if you couldn't check out my various links down below, I have things like Twitter and Facebook and Patreon.com, and if you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wish list link as well with things like cat food. If you could check that out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Thank you very, very much. Holy smokes, and I got gas escaping out of my body. Luckily, it's just stomach gases and not like anything strange and unusual like argon or neon. That would be very strange to eject neon gas out of your stomach, so please never have that happen. Anyway, though, I've got things that I need to do, recordings I want to make. I've got, well, creativity that I'm hoping to engage in, so I'm going to be busy today. I hope definitely a thumbs up on that. And of course, I know, broken record, but with the Covfefe bug worse than ever around the entirety of the United States and the world, please wear a mask, wash your hands, practice your social distancing, don't touch your face, get vaxxed if you can. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. The hokey smokes. We got to get through this somehow.